What's up, guys? Just a little update. I know the title on the same might be a slight kind of clickbaity, but it's true. Um, Guys, I am not letting this get in front of my workouts. Uh, I had a little bit of skin cancer removed. It's right there. Took about a quarter size chunk of skin out, and got a bunch of stitches up in there. Luckily they didn't hit the money maker. They just hit the top of my head, so we're all good. But yeah, I'm not gonna let it stop me from working out. Okay, I did what the doctor ordered, and did not lift any heavy weights for a couple of days. Right? You don't want to give a strain on the head or on the stitches, I guess. But what I did for those first 2 days was walked. Did my little 2 mile walk around the neighborhood. And got a sweat on, you know what I'm saying? Burned some calories, not a lot, but enough in there. And you know, I this is what I'm loving about this journey is I am missed the weights, right? I did not like just walking. Part of my normal routine is walking, or even in the garage here, I'll back Miss CJ's car out, and I'll just walk in circles, walk back and forth, use the little dumbbells, get moving, all that stuff. But this time around, I just walked around, right? But I missed actually lifting. So, I've been trying to get those gains, yo. Well, I got plenty of gains, I guess, trying to cut, but still lift, right? And so I took it easy, got my little 15-pound dumbbells. Wasn't busting out the 45s, the 60s, any of that stuff. I'm taking it easy. I'm listening to the doctor, all right? But, I gotta move. I gotta throw some weight around. So I am being careful, but from what the doctor says, they got all of it. They're sending it to pathology to make sure we're good, and all the blood tests, all that jazz. But skin cancer ain't nothing to mess around with, right? I guess any cancer is not really nothing to mess around with. But luckily, Mrs. CJ's really good at, taking care of your boy. Makes me do those type of things. And I was having to be sitting on the couch one day. She looked at my head. She's like, "What the shit is that?" And, I'm a bald guy. And most of the time I wear hats. Especially outside in the sun, but every once in a while something gets by, right? So I went to the dermatologist. They scraped it out, or did a little, took some of it out, did a biopsy, right? And then it came back what it came back. And so I had an appointment with the plastic surgeon, which I thought was odd, but I guess dealing with the head and where the placement and all that stuff, they wanted to make sure that they got it cut out right and, stitch me up right. Right now it's pretty swollen. It's got a weird little, groove to it. But, it is what it is. I'd rather have that taken off than, get sick or have any more issues, right? Right? So, guys, we ain't letting anything slow us down, all right? We are working at it. I am under 3 bills, which I want to go a lot farther, but I'm about this close to getting to that 50-pound amount off from what I did, or when I started this thing. But I did post a picture on my Instagram stories and on my Facebook showing a picture of me and Mrs. CJ a few years back, as opposed to when we were just in Italy last month. And I did the kind of calculations on the picture of me, and I was about 375 or so. So I was down 80 pounds on that one. Mrs. CJ, in case you didn't know, has lost 130 pounds. So it's always easier when you have someone to do this with, right? So it's been very helpful that, she's putting in the struggle too. I'll put up the picture on the screen here and you guys can see it, but pretty amazing. Even though I'm kind of, was down on myself for not being able to get where I wanted to be through this last year, we are still leaps and bounds, where we were, right? Sorry, I'm still sweating here. But still got a lot more to go. I'm not gonna, I think I said it in the last video, I'm not gonna time frame my goals anymore. I know where I want to be. I know what it takes to get there, but I'm not going to stress out if I'm not there by, you know, XYZ date, right? We're just going to keep working at it, keep watching that scale every day, make sure I'm not going up too far. Hopefully I'm going down a lot farther, but yeah, that's where we're at. Okay. Just another little update, little health. I'll call it a scare. I wasn't terribly worried about it. I knew the doctors would get it and take care of it. But, you know, it's always something. So I guess that's probably a point I'm trying to make. There's always something going on in your life, especially in ours. You know, I was something busy. Miss CJ just had a knee surgery last week. I had to go through this. There's always something going on. But you know what? We're not going to let it deter us. We're not going to let it stop us from getting some physical activity in. We're going to still keep watching the calories. We're going to watch those scale numbers go down while my arm sizes go up. All right. Enough of me blabbering, guys. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you on the next one.